This is the first episode, hopefully, of many.
Number one.
This
is inaugural.
Exactly. Just like the Trump presidency.
What's your name?
Yeah, I want to know.
My name is the Delicious Nicolicious. You may have met me a long time ago on the radio waves. I'm here with Rob Dog.
Rob Dog!
Rob Dog is a AOL screen name from 1997.
1997, going strong.
Age, sex, location, please.
ASL, question mark?
I'm just trying to hit the chat room when I get home from school and see if there's anyone trying to get any help with their math homework. So, our attempt to save the world, we're going to use this platform called podcasting.
Yeah.
And you're learning about you're going to learn about everything with the Brohios.
Everything. And also, before we get too far into it, you may hear a voice every now and then in the back. That would be Mr. Ricky.
That's Ricky. Apparently,
It's a day that none of us thought we would see.
Yeah, this is 2 years in the making, and it's finally the end.
We're going to call it the end.
Yeah.
Not the end of Nick and Rob,
No,
just the end.
just the end.
I had a hard time naming this episode. Talked to Rob. We said, let's call it the end.
Yeah.
We could call it a lot of things. The breakup, the end of it all, the divorce. But we just settled on the end because...
Yeah.
For every beginning, there is an end.
It's inevitable.
But we're going to approach it like any other show, just like any other Brohio podcast episode. I'm the Delicious Nicolicious.
I am Rob Dog.
We're really happy to have you guys here with us this evening. It's evening time here in Dangton, Ohio.
Yes, it is.
Nothing, it's late November.
Yes, that means it gets dark at 5 o'clock.
If you wear a coat during the day, there's a good chance you'll die from a heat stroke.
Yeah.
If you don't wear a coat, you'll die from mono and pneumonia at the same exact time, which I think I might have a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Actually, mine is a sinus infection and a double ear infection. But I'm standing strong, buddy. Listen to this. This is I've got some really cool stuff going on with my chest.
Okay.
Let's see if I can make noise.
Oh. Oh, jeez.
How's that?
That's for our ASMR crowd.
Do you believe me?
I believe you,
Do
man.
you believe me that I don't feel well?
It sounds like my truck when I go to fire it up right now.
Sounds like my cat back in '96 when I ran over its genitals with a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, man.
So we had some problems with the last episode. If you were one of the Patreon shoutouts from the last episode, hold on to the end of this episode, and we'll get you in there at the end of this one. But we have some new Patreon subscribers
Oh, hey.
this week. So let's start with those guys, Rob Dog.
Okay.
I'm going to let you start.
The new people?
Yeah, sure.
All right, sure. Joseph Ryan Adams. Thank you very much.
Shay Williams. Thank you, Shay Williams.
Thomas Reed. Thank you.
Modular Tom.
All right.
Jenny Handy. I'm sorry, Jenny Hendy. Jenny Hendy, thank you for your Patreon pledge.
Kevin Campbell. Thank you.
The Heather EMT 309. Rescue 911.
The Heathen EMT.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, man.
Oh my
That's
God.
an N, not an
that's
R.
You're right. My eyes are absolutely horrible.
Hey, it's all right.
I need glasses so
I called it.
badly.
We didn't get cussed out by that person.
So I did this thing where Firmoo.com where you can order glasses for I've got good vision insurance, but I can order glasses through Firmoo and it costs like from China. They do prescription.
Mm-hmm.
They fill these glasses, the prescriptions. It's like $10.
Okay, that's not bad.
Not bad.
Not
Glasses
bad at
are
all.
like $200 or $300, dude.
I've never had to buy any, so I don't know.
Yeah, and I get these things in the mail. I'm excited. They look nice. I slide them on. I couldn't see a motherfucking thing, dude. The world just starts spinning in circles immediately. I have no idea what's going on.
Just when you thought you could have faith in China.
Yeah, you can't have faith in China.
You can't at all.
You can have faith that they've got really huge nuclear bombs and very cramped quarters in China, but no chance they're turning out good prescription glasses over there. So I had to throw those away. And then I had an appointment set up for some a contact fitting. That's such a scam. They charge you $100 for a contact practice session.
Okay.
Where they watch you put them in. The doctor literally went 4 knuckles deep in my eyeball trying to put them in, and I didn't flinch. I'm fine. I don't have a problem touching my eyeballs. I could pop. Either. I think I accidentally popped one out in Best Buy one time. Let's save that for a later date and time.
Okay.
And I'm like, Doc, I don't think I need this practice session. He's like, No, you do. Believe me, everyone needs to practice good sanitation. So I think he's afraid I'm going to be scratching my ass and touching my eyes, which is...
I mean, you're obviously not going to do that in front of him.
No, I will.
Okay.
Yeah, if I got an itch, I scratch it. That's the way it works, Rob.
Yeah, you have to.
I'm not standing down for no stupid doctor.
Yeah.
We would like to make a quick shout out to our official sticker sponsor of the Brohio podcast, stickertheories.com. You guys can go to stickertheories.com, use the promo code Brohio, all caps. These guys are churning out fantastic stickers.
So good.
Whatever you need stickers for, if it's for, I don't know, you need a sticker of your face, these guys can custom make anything.
Yeah, we proudly use them whenever we ship out stickers to you guys. So
they really did us a favor by giving us a whole bunch of stickers, but the quality of these stickers, you guys are not going to be disappointed. So hit them up with your custom orders. Any stickers you may want, they'll make anything for you. So that's stickertheories.com. Use the promo code, all caps, Brohio. We're not getting any kickback from that. We don't want any kickback from that. We just want to show them our support. We want you guys to show them the support of the Brohio Nation. So go buy some stickers. Use the promo code. Tell them Nick and Rob sent you, and I'm sure they'll be happy to throw in a couple of our stickers if they got any extras laying around, which I'm sure they've got a mountain of our stickers.
I'm sure they do too.
Laying around. What a fun article this week, and this one slipped under my nose, Rob. I didn't know. This happened a couple weeks ago, I do believe.
We're a little late.
Congressman, I got to open up another track here. My phone is just going absolutely...
Yeah, you're going crazy right now.
Out of control right now. Now, Congressman Eric Swalwell made quite the noise this week after he became the butt of everyone's joke for a fart that was heard on live television. Now, this is a congressman, Rob. Swalwell was speaking with Chris Matthews when in mid-sentence he decided to let one rip.
Yeah, I actually saw this thing.
Live on air and continuing on as if nothing happened. Quote, Chris, so far the evidence is uncontradicted that the president used taxpayer dollars to help him cheat. Pause. Swalwell says with a pause, as a fart is clearly heard, that congressman kept on talking like nothing happened. And controversy erupted over whether Swalwell or Chris Matthews was responsible for the noise. However, the 39-year-old Democrat was quick to deny the apparent stomach deflation because Democrats don't fart. Everyone knows that. It was not me, he texted a BuzzFeed News reporter. And I didn't hear it when I was speaking. After the term hashtag Fartgate started trending on social media, Hardball decided to jump in and defend Congressman Swalwell. The MSNBC show tweeted out that it was not actually a fart, but rather a, quote, hardball mug being scraped across the desk glass that caused the hilarious noise. Let's be we'll be the judges here.
Chris, so far the evidence is uncontradicted that the president used taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help him cheat an election. And the complaint that I've heard from Republicans all last week was that you don't have anyone who heard the call. Chris, so far the evidence is uncontradicted that the president used taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help him cheat an election.
Yeah, dude, he definitely loaded his drawers. He definitely loaded trow right there. What do you think, dude?
I don't know. I can hear it being a coffee mug though.
You think it was a little poop scoop?
It's uncontradicted that the president used taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help him cheat an election.
That's a really rough fart. Like that's like, if that's a real fart, you have to like really push the pressure out of your ass to make your cheeks make that noise. That's an aggressive fart.
That's a congressman fart.
That's a SWAT team fart kicking the door out of your asshole.
All of the prostitutes and alcohol this man's used over the years is all coming back to haunt him right here.
Contradicted that the president used taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help him cheat. Ukrainians to help him cheat. Ukrainians to help him cheat.
No, dude, that dude soiled himself for sure. There's brownie batter in his underwear. That's the only thing coffee mug about that is it probably looks like coffee in his underwear.
It's probably coffee that caused the gas.
Oh no!
Gotta give you the bubble gut.
Jesus, man, have you? I hate when I poop my pants. Honest to God, not a whole lot worse than pooping my pants. Happens a lot more than you would think.
Yeah, it does.
All right, so guys, we're here to talk about the end. What do we mean by the end? Well, we're talking about the end of the world.
Yeah.
You didn't think we were talking about the end of the podcast,
Come
did you?
on.
What do you mean you're not talking about the end of the podcast?
Don't be so damn gullible.
There's a lot of different things that could cause the world to come to an end.
Yeah.
A lot of cool stuff. This is going to be one of them.
There's a lot of cool things.
This is scary stuff, man.
It really is.
This is going to be a free-flowing episode, I feel like, where we're going to be doing a lot of talking and making shit up. I'm really good at making shit up. I don't know about you.
The good thing is that this is yet to happen, so we can easily just guess and make our own assumptions.
That's the thing is there's new stuff that's happening every day around us that there's end-of-world scenarios that are unaccounted for. But as far as the end of the podcast, we're still here, guys.
Yeah.
We're still here every day. We get sick. We stumble when we fall. We poop our pants like the congressman from California, wherever he was fucking from.
Yeah.
We're here, But sometimes it gets busy around here at the Brohio Podcast.
Yeah.
We got two duties as men. That's taking care of our children and our wives. Making a podcast. While it's fun, we got to take care of the ones we love. And that's our favorite thing to do, is to take care of the ones we love. So
in poop,
which I much more enjoy.
I like eating a lot too.
Yeah, I will eat a lot.
Yeah.
I do. I have a belly full of white dog shit and Chick-fil-A right now as we speak.
Speaking of eating a lot, I want to tell everybody that's here on this side of the pond, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I meant to do a heartfelt dedication there as well. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone listening. We're thankful for all of you listening.
Yeah.
That you guys take the time out of your day to give us, an hour or two of your time. We're beyond appreciative. I hope you're, you have all your loved ones around this year. And for those of you that have lost loved ones this year, and those of you that have died that aren't listening to the podcast anymore, you're listening up in heaven. We, we're thinking of you guys.
Yeah.
It's
fill that cornucopia full of some Zimas and just act like we're there with you.
Yeah, just butt chug it right down.
Did we do this last year where we had, was it Thanksgiving last year or was it Christmas last year? We had everybody,
Christmas.
Told everybody to play the podcast out loud for your relatives.
Oh, I don't remember. I thought Christmas last year.
I want you guys to do that again. If I don't remember if it was Christmas, we're going to do this each big holiday where people's families get together. So here's what we want you to do. We want you to go ahead while you're in the middle of Thanksgiving dinner. Just get
Alexa, turn on the Brohio podcast.
Yeah, and then just listen, and then I want you to record the reactions and watch your grandmother slowly lose all respect for you.
Turn on the sex deaths episode for Grandma.
Yeah, there you go.
Turn that on.
She could probably scare the shit out of you with some of her sex stories.
And if you turn that episode on, you're
learn something about Nana.
You're more than likely gonna find out what she's really made of.
There you go.
All right. So there's a lot of different things as far as the end of the world. Okay? A lot of fun stuff. We're going to dig into those right now. I put these in order of things that I think are least likely to happen.
Okay.
To the most likely scenarios.
All right.
The least likely to me is the zombie apocalypse.
But wouldn't it be the most enjoyable?
No, I have a genuine fear of zombies. So
since it came out, I've saw Zombieland 2 twice.
We were scheduled to go,
and it is fantastic.
I went to go see it, and they've already moved it to Danbury.
Yeah,
and I was kind of.
They moved it pretty quickly. Whenever we went to see it the other day, there's only one showing, I think. So,
I definitely want to check it out.
I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was better than the first
He's
one.
one of my favorite actors all time.
I like Jesse Eisenberg too.
One of the this is a sexy pick because The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead are still around.
I don't know how.
I'd say about 5 years ago, this is a lot more prevalent.
If you're watching this show, have some respect for yourself.
Jesus Christ.
How is this show still going on?
I only got through about one season of. I only got through one season of The Walking Dead.
I got like the first 4 seasons, and then I was completely lost interest. It was the same thing over and over again.
As a child, I had a fear of zombies.
Yeah.
Of just something reaching out and grabbing me. I would have nightmares about stuff chasing me. Mostly zombies. I had one uncle.
Guys with candy.
Yeah. You want to come in here and be petted and told you're beautiful? Not really. Last time I did that, I had to put gauze in my ass in order to go to school. We're not going to be doing that. There are, in fact, some illnesses that can actually alter the actions and movements of its host. A behavior-altering virus or illness is one that impacts the nervous system, causing symptoms such as involuntary muscle spasms, anxiety, paralysis, pupil dilation, confusion, hallucinations, and more. So, and I guess the classic zombie is just and you gotta hit it in the head to kill it.
Right.
That's not what we're talking about here in the aspect of zombies.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you if zombies really did, like if the zombie outbreak did happen, do you think it would be more of like the stupid, idiotic zombies, or do you think it would be like I don't even remember which movie it was. Was it? It wasn't like the 28 Days Later zombies. I think
Were they fast?
Where they're super fast and fucking crazy, and
dude, I think it would be more of like the crocodile style zombies.
Or World War Z. Is that movie with Brad Pitt where they're fucking scaling up walls and shit, try to get to people? I Am Legend was like that too. I don't know if those are technically zombies, but
yeah. Step away there for a second, take a little pause. We had a little social media post that said "The End," which is the name of the episode, and a lot of people blew up. Some people said some mean things to my wife.
You guys are bad people.
My wife is my heartbeat. She does unspeakable things for me and my family. So I would greatly appreciate it if you wouldn't be fucking cunts to her and be fucking assholes. And she's been really helpful running the social medias for us. So if you have a problem with that, then just go jump off a fucking cliff. How's that?
That works.
You like it? All right, back to the zombies. My microphone holder is
going limp.
Yeah.
Give us some Blue Chew.
Very, very limp here. Yeah. All right. An infection from something such as rabies could also include increased rage and aggression. Have you ever come across a rabid animal before?
I have not.
It's not worth it. It's not good.
9 out of 10 would not recommend.
Yeah. I've been trying to pet this raccoon for 2 hours. It keeps on spitting on me.
He makes his own foam.
We've all seen depictions of a rabid animal, and we already know rabies can wreak havoc on the human body, which is why victims of an animal bite must subject themselves to rabies shots to prevent the possibility of infection. And the reason I put this as one of the most far-fetched reasons for the quote-unquote the end,
right?
Zombie apocalypse. I think there's too many. There's too much. There's a lot in place to keep something from like this happening. Like someone gets rabies, one person gets rabies, that person's taken care of. Whether
I'm just thinking of like the person with rabies just acting like the way a rabid animal would.
Oh, like Dale Gribble from King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
Climbing out the window and stuff. But what if a mass outbreak of rabies in humans occurred? If health officials were unable to round up victims quickly enough, I could see that. We're a pretty fucking incompetent race. To get them the shots and prevent infection, it could spread quickly. It just might look like a zombie apocalypse if enough humans fell victim to the rabies infection. Another disease that could cause a type of zombie apocalypse, which is absolutely terrifying, is mad cow disease.
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen the effects of mad cow disease. It's absolutely terrifying, man. It is really...
I haven't seen anything, but I just remember when that was a huge thing.
Yeah, it's nasty. It's straight nastiness. Also, there's the possibility of science mutating a subject to the point of it being a zombie. And when I say that, we do a lot of human experiments, whether it's medical testing or just research purposes. There's a lot of different... science is constantly pushing the envelope as far as what they will do as far as testing the human body. Say they do something that slowly mutates over time and they create just a fucking lab potato, just a guy in there just like, and they don't know how to turn it back.
Yeah.
They don't know how to properly kill it. There's a lot of different elements there. Science is the one wild card through all this, okay? And science could really, they could definitely fuck it up, but then you would need science to save you from something like this.
Right.
So there's the possibility of us completely screwing up due to our own,
which we, we're right on path for major fucktastrophie.
And who knows what they've already figured out or what they're already doing to people.
We'll never know, honestly.
Oh man,
until it's too late.
Yeah. According to Viral Nova, the neurotoxins. Now this is where it gets good. The neurotoxins of pufferfish are not fatal when applied to the skin, but it can temporarily induce a death-like state. When the poison wears off, the victim still won't feel too great and might be able to be convinced that they are a zombie.
Okay.
Hey, wake up.
Oh, you're a zombie, buddy.
Guess what you are today? Oh, big boy? No, you're a zombie. I'm a zombie? Yeah, you're a zombie. Like some of the other items on this list, figuring out a way to utilize the toxin in order to induce the masses into a zombie-type state isn't all that far-fetched. There's a Haitian man by the name of Clairvius Narcisse who became a real-life zombie after being poisoned by a mixture of natural poisons
Jesus.
With a view to simulating death.
It's always the Haitians.
It's the goddamn Haitians, man. Following his, quote, death and burial, his body was recovered by a priest of the Vodun religion, and given doses of Datura stramonium, transforming Narcisse into a zombie-like state. The priest had sent him to work on a sugar plantation for 2 years alongside a number of other zombie slaves, people he'd given the same Datura stramonium to. However, following the master's death, Narcisse walked to freedom, and when his regular doses of hallucinogen ceased, he eventually regained sanity.
Oh, so good for him.
Well, not only good for him, but good for the guy that was using cheap labor, just turning these people that were half dead anyways into zombies, using pufferfish semen and getting them to work on these sugar plantations. Yeah.
Good old sugar plantations, man.
Only in Haitian. Haitian.
Oh, Haiti.
And we covered this in one of our first episodes. Nuclear war.
Yeah.
I don't think...
or if you're a fucking southerner, nuclear.
Nuclear. I don't think we'll ever get to that point.
Yeah.
There's too much.
That shit's scary, man.
There's too much for the world to lose.
Yeah, like everything.
Everything.
Literally everything. Yeah, the whole fucking planet just implodes.
Just everything. There's way too much for the world to lose. And I do believe that there's a lot of... There should be a system to check one another. There's certainly not. I know the stockpiles of nuclear weapons belongs to America, Russia, and China.
Yeah.
There's
the big three.
There's a few other small players. And I think China can nearly be considered a small player, but between us and Russia, I want to say there's enough nukes between us to completely blow the earth to smithereens 4 or 5 times. A nuclear detonation from one of today's most powerful weapons would cause a fatality rate of 80 to 95% in the blast zone, stretching out to a radius of 4 kilometers, although severe damage could reach 6 times as far. But it isn't just the immediate deaths we need to worry about, and that's what's important to remember here. It's the nuclear winter. This is when the clouds of dust and smoke released shroud the planet and block out the sun, causing temperatures to drop possibly for years. If 4,000 nuclear weapons were detonated, which there is likely more than that available in the world.
Yeah, definitely.
a possibility in the event of all-out nuclear war between the U.S. and Russia, which hold the vast majority of the world's stockpile, an untold number of people would be killed, and temperatures could drop by 8 degrees Celsius over 4 to 5 years. Humans wouldn't be able to grow food, which, once you take our food away...
Yeah, you're fucked.
We're
dead.
It's over.
Right. And then we had the whole talk with... Yeah, you're getting ready to get in on us, so never mind.
What do you mean? I don't even know. A big worry here is the arsenal of nukes.
You mentioned the nuclear winter, so yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Sunlight, blocking sunlight, and all that shit.
No crops.
Without sunlight and food, I mean, yeah, even sunlight, we're dead.
No corn pops, Captain Crunch.
That fucked up the dinosaurs.
There's nothing there.
Dinosaurs were living large.
They were. And God took them down.
Yeah, big old comet blocked the sun. They learned their role real quick.
While numbers have fallen over several decades, the United States and Russia have just under 7,000 warheads each. The largest collections in the world, the UK, France, China, India, Pakistan, North Korea, and Israel all have nuclear weapons as well. Hundreds of nuclear weapons are ready to be released within minutes, a troubling fact considering that the biggest threat of nuclear war may be an accident or miscommunication. And we've talked about that before. The nuke codes have been typed in over silly stuff for Russia. There was a false alarm of something that was seen that really wasn't what they said it was. And Russia said, all right, we're letting the fucking nukes go. We're letting it's time. It's time to, and we've all talked about we've talked about on the show before, the doomsday devices, whereas there's certain places in the United States and there's certain places in Russia that if all out nuclear war is to start, there's a device called a doomsday device.
Yeah, there is.
And this thing can be activated and it just completely blows up an entire hemisphere, essentially. I mean, it will take us back millions of years. It'll turn our country
that gave me chills
and everything around it into just dust, ash. And the whole reason for a doomsday device is when you set the thing off, not only can you destroy everything that you have, but you can also destroy Russia in return. So these, I guess,
it's very considerate
network of doomsday devices, because I can't imagine that it's just one specific doomsday device. I would have to imagine it's a network of bombs around the world.
Yeah.
And when this doomsday device is enacted, it's going to take out us and Russia on the other side of the world. And what's between us and the other side of the world? Everybody else. So in theory, yeah, a device like this is going to completely take humanity off the map. It's going to wipe humanity. And to think that there's something like this that we might have to resort to one day, and that's not a solar flare, that's not an asteroid, that's not a black hole. That's something man-made. That's a few keystrokes and a key turn, and the world as we know it is dust, vaporized.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
I'll probably be playing video games in my underwear, just like any other day.
I wonder if... I would assume it would be a pretty quick death. I guess it wouldn't be that bad, and besides the initial shock of, you're about to die.
You might not be killed by it immediately. It might be like there's going to be people that survive.
It might turn into fucking...
just like a potato? Or
and sprout a couple extra heads.
I I've been in New Mexico, and it seems like there's some nuclear shit going on there. I went to the McDonald's, and everyone had 3 arms and shit. So I worry about the people in New Mexico, honestly.
Right.
I know there's some strange shit going on down there.
Yeah.
Now, this one is not a very fun one for me. I think this is actually kind of stupid, and this is the ignorant hillbilly in me. Global warming. He said to God, I told them boys need to worry about the global warming. We got shit warming up. We ain't got no idea how to cool it down. Jesus Christ. Gonna get hotter, and when it gets hotter, it's gonna get more dangerous. It's gonna be harder to pay for food. It's gonna be harder to pay for food.
Yeah.
But this global warming, and this is why it's kind of towards the beginning of the list, it isn't necessarily a death sentence because we are an adaptive culture. We are adaptive people. So if we grow carrots in 70 degrees, if we grow carrots in 70 degrees, we're going to figure out how to grow carrots in 73 degrees. If you know, I think that we could make up for what global warming is going to do to us in this lifetime.
In our lifetime, yeah.
I think
There's obviously, I mean, obviously it's a thing, but it's just how inevitably something bad's going to happen. I mean, I think we've caused a lot of irreversible damage.
It's going to be such a slow grind.
But yeah, it's not anything that I don't think that we're going to have to worry about for sure, or our children or our children's children.
Mm-hmm. And we
hundreds of years from now. And you know what? Fuck those people.
It's very selfish. But that's how I feel. Like when my grandpa was fighting in World War II, do you think he fucking cared about my stupid podcast when he was smoking 6 packs of cigarettes a day?
And, think about it. My kids, I don't fucking know them.
They're not going to care anything about you.
No, they don't give a shit about me. They could end up being a fucking goofball.
Yeah, it's fair. I think it's fair to try and... I think it's impossible, but I think it's fair to try and leave the planet in better condition than what we got it. Because it's a big ball of shit right now. California, San Diego, Los Angeles, fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
The thing about global warming is I don't know what I can personally do.
Yeah.
I don't drive a big rig truck.
Buy a Tesla. Buy that Cybertruck.
I can't afford one.
Dude, that Cybertruck is dope as fuck.
It looks pretty cool.
That just came out, and if you're hearing this later on, this is, in years to come, it may be a complete disaster, but I don't think it's set to come out for 2 more years anyways. But that thing is dope.
It is pretty cool. It looks like it's straight eat some zombies.
It's like a DeLorean truck.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
Fucking sweet.
He's such a brain, dude. He's such a cool
I love
dude.
it.
Yeah, he's such an interesting guy.
I love it.
As for the global warming, I will not sweat during the summertime. So just mark that down for me that I was a contributing factor to the demise of the world because I like to set at 68 degrees no matter what.
72.
Yeah.
Well, in the winter.
Right.
Yeah.
And asteroids.
Oh yeah. I think asteroids are. I mean, we have the technology to detect them and to, if need be, blast them out if it's a major one.
I don't know if we
but it depends. Yeah. It depends on how. That's something we have to catch fast.
It is.
And deal with fast.
And we would know about asteroids years, maybe even decades in advance.
Yeah.
I did learn some cool stuff about asteroids. So over the period of the Earth, there has been 5 extinction phases.
Right.
Okay. So we've gone through 5 major extinctions in the history of the Earth. The Earth is around 4.54 billion years old. Think about that, dude. We are in our early 30s. The Earth is 4.5 billion years old.
Man, I thought it was. Here I am thinking it was only 2019 years old. Fuck.
BC.
That makes me feel stupid.
2019 BC.
Happy birthday, Earth.
Yeah,
2020 years old.
What BC mean? It means before cheese, man. If you're older than cheese, you're fucking old.
Yeah, dude, I wouldn't want to live before cheese.
Hey, this taco ain't got no. I don't know what it's missing. It's missing something.
Squeeze your wife's tit milk on this for me. I need something creamy.
Oh man, tit milk is not creamy. It's like sugar water.
It really is.
It's like
I caught a titty in my mouth on the wrong day one time back in the day, and
that guy was mad.
I was. I had to pluck a couple hairs out of my mouth.
Tastes like sugar. It's like the guy from Men in Black. He's like, more sugar. More sugar. Yeah, well, so like I said, there's been 5 extinction phases. There's the Ordovician phase, which is 444 million years ago. Ordovician. We are not.
Jeez, what is that?
We are not plant experts.
Yeah. We're not earthologists.
86% of species were extinct during that phase. There's the late Devonian, which was 375 million years ago. 75% of species were lost during that one. There is the end Permian, which was 251 million years ago. We're looking at 96% extinction at that point. So we were all life was nearly fucking toast after that one. And this was known as the Great Dying.
so aptly named.
Sounds like a 2-year-old named it.
It was the Great Dying. It's like they didn't know what to fucking call it.
I'm dead.
The Great Dying. It's a fucking hillbilly with 3 teeth.
I'm not circumcised. This was by far the worst extinction event ever seen. It nearly ended life on Earth. The tabulate corals were lost in this period. Not the tabulate corals. No. Not the gumdrop buttons. Today's corals are an entirely different group. What caused it? A perfect storm of natural catastrophes. A cataclysmic eruption near Siberia blasted CO2 into the atmosphere. Methanogenic bacteria responded by belching out methane. That would be a big old stinky fucking fart. That's what that congressman at the beginning of this episode.
Big old methane cloud.
Yeah, a big old fucking fart cloud. A potent greenhouse gas. Global temperatures surged while oceans acidified and stagnated, belching poisonous hydrogen sulfide. That's like hell on Earth, dude.
Jeez.
It set life back 300 million years. Rocks after this period record no coral reefs or coal deposits. Then we had the Triassic, which was 200 million years ago. We lost about 80% of species.
Damn.
Then there's the Cretaceous, which was 66 million years ago, where we lost 76 of all species. And this is what we know as when we lost the dinosaurs. Now, on the humanity aspect of an asteroid, we would, like I said before, we would have great warning about an asteroid that was big enough to fucking fuck our Earth up, to knock us off our orbit or, our...
Man, can you imagine that?
No, I don't want to imagine it. Because it can happen, dude.
Yeah.
Space is the great unknown.
Right.
We may think that...
Can you imagine just getting smashed by Uranus?
I don't think I can do that.
There's a joke there.
That's what... that would be some serious...
Oh, Uranus smashed me, boy.
You just, put 2 butts together and fart at the same time.
Pooping back and forth forever.
Yeah. Those are called pufferfish kisses. In medieval times, before they had swords, that's how they would kill each other, because they could perforate each other's colons by whoever could fart the hardest.
Yeah.
And a guy like me would have lasted a long time. I got a lot of elasticity in my butthole, and I can really put out some hard, nasty gas, and I could take some people down.
Fun fact, did you know poop transplants are a thing?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I was reading this thing not too long ago. I think it may be completely made up, but I was reading this thing one, and I don't know if it's like it's been a while, so I don't really know I'm not a Scientologist or anything. Is that right? Is that right?
Yeah, Tom Cruise. Use your witchcraft.
No, but there's something where I read or I saw on one thing where it was it may have been there's some type of I don't want to say digestion issue or shitting issue, but they'll take a turd and shove it up someone else's ass in order to make them shit regularly again. What would you call that? A reverse fudge sickle.
A reverse fudge sickle.
Leave the stick in.
There ain't no peanuts in this chocolate. They got those fucking life bank places where you can go and see if you're a donor match.
Sir, I don't think his poop's gonna fit in your butt.
You go in for a blood test and they turn around and you just got your fucking pants pulled around your ankles and putting a fucking turd in your hand.
Opening your turd cutter.
I just want to see if I'm a match.
Look it up. I don't think you really have to look up poop transplant, but
dude, that's stupid.
Do it anyways. Google that.
I don't want any other person's poop put in my butthole besides my own poop. What's that thing called? The Alaskan pipeline?
Yeah.
Man, I learned about that in high school. Health class. Miss Hahn, God rest her soul.
R.I.P.
Yeah. She said, today we're going to learn about Alaskan pipelines. That's where someone poops in a condom.
Freezes it.
And then you freeze it. And then you eat it. With some ketchup.
Oh, God.
Ketchup makes anything better.
It really does. I might eat a turd with ketchup.
An asteroid large enough to cause a global catastrophe hits Earth around every 120,000 years, scientists estimate. Scientologists estimate. It's likely what killed the dinosaurs, and if an asteroid even 1/10 the size of that, the one that killed the dinosaurs, that caused their extinction, hit Earth today, the results will be devastating. Scientists estimate it could release enough particles to block the sun for months and cause a famine, killing hundreds of millions of people. So if you're listening to this, find a donor, find a poop transplant donor, because you don't know if you need someone else's poop.
You never know.
Ask your mom.
You might even call your veterinarian.
Text your mom right now and say, I need your poop.
Please do that.
I need your poop. I'm going to text my mom. Let's see what
she says.
Yeah, she's a wild one.
Yeah. Text her right now, and then whenever she replies,
my mom is a good Christian woman. She's
such a lovely lady.
She doesn't get a lot of my jokes, and she usually is concerned for me. Yeah, I just text her. I need your poop. All right, we'll see what my mom says here in a few minutes. Next, we got pandemics. Twice in modern history, plagues have swept, and I got the plague right now. My whole family has the plague right now, unfortunately. Twice in modern history, plagues have swept across the world, killing an estimated 15% of the population in a few decades.
Fuck them.
Thanos is like, that's what I was trying to do.
He's getting a boner.
Stop me.
Big old purple boner.
They occurred way back in the 5th and 14th centuries. Yeah, all those people, they'd be fucking dead anyways. But there's a serious risk that a new infectious disease could cause another outbreak, especially with today's urban and mobile global population.
Urban.
Luckily, deadly diseases with the capacity to spread globally are rare, but they do happen. A century ago, the Spanish, I call it the Spanish butt flu, but the Spanish flu killed, this is only 100 years ago, the Spanish flu killed more than 50 million people.
That's crazy.
100 years ago, dude. 50 million people.
Man.
Outbreaks of SARS and Ebola in recent years also ring alarm bells. And I've told you about the got some cat hair on your face.
Got pussy hair on my face.
Yeah. I've told you about the dream I had before.
Yeah.
Where Ebola was a big thing.
Yeah.
And I had a dream that I was a superhero called the Ebola Controller. And I would just save everyone from Ebola.
That's so noble.
It is. I would just fly around like, you have Ebola? Yeah, put it in this bucket so I can take it away.
The hero we didn't even know we needed.
Yes. My mom has not wrote me back. She doesn't fucking care. That or she's trying to like break it down in her head.
She's like, what?
She's probably asking my dad,
Ashley, look at this.
He said he needs my poop. You think Emily's doing a science experiment?
Oh, man.
Antibiotics, our greatest defense against disease, are becoming less effective as some strains of bacteria become resistant to them. Antibiotic-resistant bacteria are responsible for an estimated 700,000 annual deaths.
Jeez.
So just when you're like, you think that you're about to get better, you think you're about to get some antibiotics, a little Z-Pack, you know?
Oh, yeah.
No, you're not going to get better.
Nope.
If we don't develop new advances against antibiotic resistance, that number is estimated to reach 10 million by 2050.
That's too many.
And listen, dude, this one is scary. The fucking pandemics, because
I mean, how do you stop having babies when fucking feels so good?
Jacques, I don't know where you're going with that, because it's hard to give the entire world an STD. A lot easier to give it to like one or two people. But what I'm worried about is Jacques in France gets something from a fucking He goes on a trip to some Haiti,
It would be Jacques.
and he gets some kind of fucking disease. Okay, he gets something that he doesn't know he picked up. He goes down to the market, and some little kid brushes up against,
The Haitian flaming butthole.
you know, the night before in the hotel, he's biting his fingernails, and he's got an open cut on his finger. And then some kid that's merely a few years old that's looks like he's about to die brushes past Jacques at the market and gives him something. And then he's all done with vacation. He starts to feel a little clammy before he gets on the plane. He says, maybe it's just, I just need some air conditioning, need some fresh air. But he gets on the plane, and at this point, he's infected with the Haitian hog flu, and something that we've never even heard of before.
Right.
He fucking breathed on the plane, just sneezes and coughs. And he puts it on 10 people immediately. And those 10 people
Bad on him.
spread it to 10 people in the bathroom at the plane when they get off. People going to America. Then at this point, you have one kid at a market in Haiti that has now passed on this Haitian hog flu to hundreds of people
Haitian hog flu.
in the matter of hours. And that if you're not prepared for something like this, that's what's scary. And if we've never heard of the Haitian hog flu before, how do we get it? Well, because Haitians are fucking hogs. That's pretty.
God.
We're not scientists. That's pretty easy to break that down. But something like that, where we can't nip it in the butt, we can't get ahead of the curve, that's really bad. And when the Ebola craze happened here, it was scary, man. There was a wedding shop in Cleveland that some lady went there that had Ebola, and the entire city of Cleveland was nearly paralyzed, in at least that area of Cleveland,
So crazy to think about.
because of one person that was infected. Just how crazy infectious this disease was.
And on another note, vaccinate your fucking kids.
And I don't know
Jesus.
I don't know anything about the argument.
Yeah.
All I know is sometimes I see people on Facebook.
Stop listening to Jenny McCarthy and vaccinate your fucking kids.
Yeah, I believe in vaccination. I also believe in the flu shot, which I think
Yep.
what have you got to lose? But then
I just like getting needles in my ass. That's
yeah, usually I just take it in the front. Inject that.
right into my pisser.
I don't understand the argument for vaccinations, dude. People are like, I don't vaccinate, and here's my kid, and that's the thing about today is there's a lot of vaccinations, right? And I feel like,
I mean, that's why shit like measles and mumps and everything is coming back with a fucking vengeance.
I don't like to put my business out there, but just today I'm dealing with a child possibly inflicted with the whooping cough.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
She's vaccinated.
You got a whooper.
I got to whoop her. Go whoop her shit out of her right after I get out of here. But dude, I fucking hope and pray that she's not dealing with that. But the stuff is stronger than the vaccinations at this point.
Yeah. My favorite thing is like, well, if your kids are vaccinated, why do you got to worry about anything? Well, it's not that we're worried about our kids completely. We're worried about your kids, too. No kid deserves to have a horrible disease and die because you're an idiot and think that homeopathic therapy fucking works for smallpox.
Actually, we put olive oil in his mouth, and he's not going to get chicken pox. So you can take that shit and get the fuck out of here.
Right.
But here's my thing, dude.
Sure.
Whenever we were kids, if a kid was hyper, he was hyper. If a kid didn't talk, he didn't talk.
Dude, yeah, I remember in middle school. This may have been, is either our 6th or 7th grade year. I remember at the fucking school, we had a mobile clinic roll up on the playground in the back, giving everybody MMR shots.
Yeah. I mean,
it was just a thing, you know what I mean?
It was a thing. But in that same breath.
And then we all got addicted to heroin, so I don't
I need more shit.
I need more MMR.
In the same breath here.
Right.
When we were kids, there was kids that were hyper, okay? There was kids that couldn't pay attention. There was kids that couldn't have peanuts. They didn't eat fucking peanuts.
Right.
Those kids don't eat ass now. But
they're poor wise.
now, flash forward, to us now as parents, I feel like at least every other one of my friends has what's classified as an autistic child.
Right.
Now, autism cannot be defined in one word.
Definitely
Autism
not.
is
Yeah.
a very broad spectrum.
There's a huge spectrum. Yeah.
Autism means a lot of different things for a lot of different people. But whether the diagnosis, I don't know if it's more loosely laid to people, but something has come full circle to the point where people that are being made now are having that label put on them a lot easily and a lot quicker than it was when we were kids.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I just remember,
I mean, it goes hand in hand with like the over medication of younger kids for being having ADHD and.
but here's the
all that
thing,
stuff,
man.
But
You and I have really good kids. No,
they're all right.
we've got really good kids.
Right.
Until you've walked in the shoes of someone who's got a kid that's completely inconsolable all the time.
That's true. Yeah.
That's completely, just out of touch with their own feelings and out of touch with reality and just can't face reality. It's easy for us to say, "I'll just beat the fuck out of my kids. I'll just beat the fuck out of them." That's not the way it works. That's the way you fucking damage people. That's the way you ruin people.
Yeah. Look what happened to me.
Yeah, exactly. That's stupid. To me, I completely wholeheartedly believe in vaccinating my kids.
Yeah.
But something has happened in the past 2 decades to where our kids are getting fucked up by something. And I don't mean to say that someone that's autistic is fucked up.
No, not at all. Yeah.
Autistic people have beautiful minds, beautiful souls. Fuck, I might be autistic. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
I don't know what it. Like I said, it can't be defined in one word.
If anything, I believe that they show everything that's good or what could be good in humanity.
Sure, yeah, most of them.
Yeah.
But then there's some that are not like that.
Right.
So whether someone is onto something like these vaccinations need to be a little more closely monitored than what they are, because something is happening to the DNA of us as humans from these vaccinations. I don't know. I wholeheartedly believe in vaccination. Get your kids vaccinated. My kids are vaccinated.
Yeah.
But something is happening to where we are not. We are getting fucked up. I don't know, dude. To me, just like from a casual spectator, something is happening. It's hard to say. It's in a world of PC. This is the least PC podcast in the entire world. But there's certain things we have immense respect for, and there's certain people we have immense respect for. And I would never look down at a parent that that has to give their kid ADHD medicine. Who am I to say what this kid is like when he's not on the medicine?
Yeah.
I know how insufferable my kids can be sometimes. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm going to put them in fucking trash cans.
Mm-hmm.
But in the grand scheme of it, they're not that bad. I can set them down and say, hey, you need to chill the fuck out. And they chill the fuck out. To have someone, you set them down and say, you need to chill the fuck out. And they slap you across the face. The answer is not to draw your hand back and beat the fuck out of this kid.
Yeah, there's that. And then there's the people who kind of take advantage of that system to where...
Yeah, you can't expect to be a good parent and connect with your child by setting your child down and letting him watch a tablet and be raised by a tablet for 20 hours a day. Yeah. You have to engage your child. You have to sit down with your child and say, hey, how are you? Hey, you
have to give them an outlet to release that energy.
Yeah.
Because that's where what I'm saying. Like, I know people whose kid who has just a hyper kid, but they just decided, as opposed to rather dealing with that, I'm gonna get him medicine, but it's like it's a kid. That's what they do.
It is exactly what they do.
That's what they do. And I don't necessarily know if it's just like if it's different now than what it was then, as opposed to like us, we would go outside and we'd fucking run around and
I wouldn't go outside, but
we'd go crazy.
I would watch
we'd go
like
crazy outside. And I don't know if it's just the the people who just sit back and like, hey, here's the TV, here's the phone, do what you want.
Here's a tablet.
Don't
Here's
go outside
YouTube.
and play.
Yeah.
Shit, if it's warm outside, I'm making my kids go out and play.
Yeah. Leave me alone for a couple hours.
Go find a fucking stick and dig a hole.
Your kid needs to be fucking raised, man.
Yeah.
Your kid needs to be raised. And if there's people letting YouTube raise their kids. And that's why we have what we have right now. That's why we have fucking 19 and 20-year-old kids doing the shit that they fucking do. Because people are letting YouTube and video games raise their kids. Set your kid down and ask him, like, hey, what's going on in your world? What's bothering you?
It's just like anything else. Anything is good and everything's good in moderation. Well, besides hard drugs.
We had Sega and shit, but dude,
yeah.
I don't remember playing the Sega for 10, 12 hours a day.
Right.
Like,
trust me, that shit would overheat.
it would overheat.
It made game systems a lot better now.
Yeah. Jesus, man. All right, on to the next
Ooh,
one.
that was a long tangent.
That's okay. That wasn't a tangent. I felt like that was healthy conversation.
Okay. Hey, yeah.
Solar geoengineering. There's I'll let you take this one.
Sure. So there is a dramatic option for stopping or even reversing rising global temperatures. I'm trying to read ahead here. But it comes with a significant possible risk. So solar geoengineering would reflect light and heat away from the Earth and back into space by injecting aerosols into the atmosphere.
That sounds so fucking dangerous.
It really does. And that's the second layer of Earth's atmosphere. So for now, it only exists in computer models, but the first experiment is being planned by Harvard researchers. So solar engineering is one of two emerging technologies that could manipulate the atmosphere and reduce climate risk. The other is directly removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, which doesn't currently exist on a big enough scale. So that's good. So now, if solar engineering were deployed, it would affect the entire atmosphere and be humanity's largest ever global endeavor. So while it's the only known technique that could stop rising temperatures, of course, there's still a lot that we don't know, including whether it could destabilize local and global climate or ecosystems.
Anytime you have like a mass plan to reflect the sun back at itself and keep it from fucking hitting the Earth, I feel like that's some Rick and Morty shit.
It really is. I mean, you ever fucking used a mirror? You can kill ants like with a magnifying glass.
I think we could probably fix this situation by cutting down on our pollution. Stop running diesel engines as much. Wait a second. I got an idea. How much aluminum foil do you think we have in the entire world? Who the fuck is this guy? Who's this guy over here?
Give this man a medal. Speaking of Rick and Morty, how far in are you?
I'm almost done with the first season.
Oh, man. It's funny because, like, you're watching it on Hulu?
Yeah.
The first and the second season are edited, and the third season's completely unedited.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, completely unedited. So it's weird because I don't know what the difference was. Like in the second season, they unblock shit, but they still block out the fucks. In the third season, it's gung ho.
All right, so I'll keep that in mind.
The new season just started back up.
It's good.
Two weeks ago, and it's still not on Hulu, and I'm kind of getting pissed because I don't have cable. But yeah, Rick and Morty is amazing.
So
I've been trying to get you on that shit for so long.
I kind of watch it when I'm running around, and it definitely makes me laugh.
Yeah, it's so good. All right, we are back again this week to tell you about our favorite sponsor, Blue Chew.
The reports are coming in, Rob Dog, from our listeners, and the results are rock hard.
Yes, they sure are. Blue Chew is helping guys like you and I to get that extra boost so we can take things to a new level in the bedroom.
Blue Chew, just like the color blue, has the same FDA-approved active ingredients that are used in Cialis and Viagra, all in a chewable blue pill, so you can take the Blue Chew anytime, day, night, hungry, full. It doesn't matter because it's going to get you up and get you going, Rob Dog.
That is right, Nicholas. And even if you aren't having problems down there, Blue Chew can still pump you up like a rocket so you can fly her so high in the sky she'll never come down.
Rob, I took this stuff on family vacation, okay? And my wife knew it. After the family fell asleep, she couldn't keep her hands off of me. I took her on a house-shaking, bed-quaking, panties aching wild ride. She opened the door to get some water, and there was a line down the hallway. Grandma Sue, Aunt Trudy, Cousin Bertha, they all wanted to hop on the Nickalicious Express.
Guys, if you want a free order of Blue Chew delivered to your front door in a discreet package, hop on over to bluechew.com and use the promo code BROHIO for your free order. You will not be sorry.
That's BLUECHEW.com. Use the promo code BROHIO, BROHIO. Don't miss this incredible deal.
Yeah.
Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
For your dick.
Anyways, back on subject here. Manipulation on this scale without understanding the effects could turn out to be catastrophic for the human race. The technology could also be cheap enough, as low as $10 billion a year.
Yeah, completely manageable.
Exactly. That it could be wielded by one country or a wealthy individual, introducing the possibility of reckless use.
I think this one's pretty far-fetched as well.
That's like something Mr. Burns would do.
Yeah. Next, we have solar flares.
Oh, yeah.
This is a real deal.
This is a
Holyfield
real
right
deal.
here.
Yeah.
Scientists warn communication systems will be crippled, vital services such as transport, sanitation, and medicine will close, and a loss of power will plunge the Earth into darkness. Ashley Dale, member of International Task Force SolarMax, that's a fucking mouthful, set up to identify the risks of a solar storm, said, quote, without power, people would struggle to fuel their cars at petrol stations, get money from cash dispensers, or pay online. Imagine one day you wake up, you have access to none of your money. You have access...
That's every week, dog. I don't have any money in my fucking bank.
What do you mean I have no money? What if one day you woke up and you had no overdraft fees? It's a fucking miracle.
Dude, I'd be living large.
No, just people, that one day you get paid and you do have money. Imagine waking up and you have no access. You've been waiting, stretching it out, eating peanuts and ketchup packets from the gas station, trying to keep from starving to death.
Man, sometimes I'd rather just starve to death.
Yeah. You people don't know about the struggle until you've fed your kids ketchup packets for ketchup and creamer packets.
Until you've had to fucking chase down the garbage man.
I thought you had a roller dog. Daddy ate that roller dog.
Oh, God.
You guys are little people. You don't need that big hot dog. Yeah, so you wake up and all this stuff just ceases to work. The water, the sewage, all this stuff is gone. It says water and sewage systems would be affected too, meaning that the health epidemics in urbanized areas would quickly take a grip, with diseases we thought we had left behind centuries ago soon returning. There's just shit piling in the streets. It's like San Francisco, where the bums just poop in the street.
Oh, yeah.
There's mountains of dog shit, mountains of human shit. And people are like, oh, it's California, dude.
Yeah.
Sunny California.
Wait, which one did you say it was in?
San Francisco.
Well, it shouldn't be so fucking expensive to live there, and people wouldn't be shitting on the streets.
I can't afford to flush my toilet.
Yeah. My house is worth like $10 million in San Francisco.
I was going to rip mine off the ground and carry it to California.
Exactly.
Solar storms are triggered when coronal mass ejections. Oh my God.
That sounds sexy.
From the sun tearing the Earth's magnetic field, ripping apart. This triggers huge surges of electrical currents, which lead to widespread power outages and destroy machinery which use electricity. Mr. Dale, currently writing a doctorate on aerospace engineering, so that's who I would definitely want to take my scientific research from, is a guy named Mr. Dale. It's a good-looking dog you got there. It sure is. What's your name? My name's Mr. Dale. I'm a sun researcher. He's from Bristol University. Yeah, that's in Tennessee, I think. Well, Bristol Motor Speedway's in Tennessee. I know that. I don't know about Bristol University. So it's only a matter of time before a violent solar storm smashes into Earth. He warned the planet is facing a repeat of the devastating solar superstorm of 1859. And I didn't know anything about this, man. This is dubbed the Carrington event after English astronomer Richard Carrington. Carrington spotted a solar flare before terrifying fireballs hurtled towards across the atmosphere, making people think it was the end of the world. Reports followed of sparks showering from telegraph machines, out of control fires, and electrical operators being injured. Now, I don't know how to read this number. It's like 10 to the
22nd power
of kilojoules of energy catapulted around 1 trillion kilos of charged particles towards the Earth at speeds of up to 1,900 miles per hour. NASA scientists says Carrington-level event happens every 150 years, which would put us at roughly 2010-ish, with the next one currently 5 years overdue. Yeah, that's right.
Fuck.
The likelihood of one occurring in the next decade is as high as 12%.
Get you a nice suntan.
But we would potentially have a few weeks' notice of a solar flare. So a solar flare would take all electronic devices off the grid.
Ugh.
We would go back to absolutely nothing. All
God.
power, all cell phone, GPS, all our computers, everything would be taken offline. And everything we have right now runs off of computers. Our water, our
everything.
sewer, our electricity. Everything is managed by computers.
Yeah. Just think about it. I mean, even going back to what we've done in the past, like all like electronic locks at prison systems.
Yeah.
Done.
Gone.
Goodbye. And like a lot of them, with where I worked, a lot of them are electronic locks. They're not ones you need keys for.
Ours was hydraulic, like air.
Okay,
So
okay.
you turn a key and like
To leave
and the door would
to
bust
leave where we were at was all electronic. There was somebody in control
Okay.
that would have to open up the doors for you to go from one like vestibule to the other, like from like a pod to a hallway. You had to open up those doors. But still, like, imagine having everybody's long lost friends and family just popping out like, hey guys.
That would be the least of our worries.
It really would. It really
Add
would.
those people on top of the people that are already on the outside, there would be no access to food.
It would turn into Mad Max outside.
It would.
Yeah.
Everything. There would be no freezers. There would be nothing at this point. I mean, you have gas generators for a little while, but it would set us back thousands of years.
Yeah.
And the thing about,
There'd be a lot of people dead.
here's the thing, man. We're 5 years overdue. So who's to say the next one's, who's to say we can't get a flurry of solar flares? Get 4 or 5 of them in a 24-hour period.
Mm.
Space, like I said,
Right.
is the great unknown.
We don't know shit.
We don't know shit, and it can do whatever the fuck it wants anytime it
Yeah.
wants, and there's nothing that science can say, well, we don't think there's going to be a solar flare. Well, as soon as there fucking is, we're done.
Yeah.
So,
Humanity isn't divine. We don't know shit.
yes.
It's whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, and we can't do anything about it.
And another thing of natural occurrences that could happen is our next one, a supervolcanic eruption. We have something called Yellowstone Park
yeah,
here in America.
it's a mega volcano.
A
Supervolcano.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
A supervolcanic explosion from 74,000 years ago ejected so much debris into the atmosphere that scientists believe it caused the Earth to cool by several degrees Celsius.
Ugh.
Some experts believe this caused the greatest mass plant and animal extinction in human history, bringing the species to the brink of extinction. How likely is it that for that to happen today? It's hard to say since we don't have much to compare it to, but data suggests a supervolcanic eruption occurs on average every 17,000 years. If that's true, then we're overdue. The last one we know of was 26,500 years ago in New Zealand. We don't have a way to anticipate eruptions more than a few weeks or months in advance, and we don't really have any way to reduce the likelihood of eruption right now, but scientists are monitoring several areas of risk, including Yellowstone in the U.S. Now, 75 years ago in Indonesia was like we said, that one volcanic eruption that nearly ended all humans at the time. As far as all of the nightmare scenarios, volcanic monitoring has the least amount of allocated funding as far as us monitoring volcanic activity. So that just goes to say this is one that we could really be caught off guard by.
Yeah.
A a super volcanic eruption is going to fucking destroy America.
Yeah, and I actually didn't even know about this, the supervolcano underneath Yellowstone until like 3 years ago.
It's
And
gnarly,
then it's
dude.
terrifying.
It is any
Terrifying.
second.
Yeah.
It could just say, fuck this.
This entire country's gone.
Yes.
It's that fucking big.
And we don't have the funding. The funding we put towards monitoring something like this is minuscule. In other countries that have super volcanoes, like Indonesia, that have super volcanoes, they have little to no monitoring of these volcanoes. And I can see Donald Trump like, do we need more people for bringing me Diet Coke, or do we need more funding for the volcano monitoring? Are we really worried about volcanoes? Is that really what we're worried about here in America, volcanoes? If I don't get my Diet Coke, imagine how your leader every day is going to perform, how poorly I'm going to perform.
They say he drinks like 16 Diet Cokes a day or something.
I drink
crazy
16 Diet Cokes every day. I love Diet Coke.
Can you imagine
They're fantastic.
that much soda?
They're huge. They're wonderful.
They're huge. The greatest soda ever.
These Democrats are trying to get you people to worry about volcanoes. There's no such thing as volcanoes. There is such thing as Diet Cokes. It's going to be huge. I love Diet Cokes. And I just got the notification that Andy Dalton is starting for the Bengals again this week.
Sweet. Yay.
It doesn't matter
It
anymore.
doesn't fucking matter.
Nothing matters. We're all going to fucking die. And that's what we're talking about right now.
Andy Dalton's our downfall.
And one I didn't put on here is the aspect of potentially a religious apocalypse. In the
Yes.
Christian faith, the book of Revelations, Jesus Christ is going to come back to earth. Just a big old hairy unshaved dick.
Just riding a velociraptor.
Yes.
That would be dope as fuck.
He's going to take all of his people. He's going to take all Christ's people, and he's going to go back to wherever it is that he fucking came from. And he's going to leave all of us sinners sitting here, twiddling our goddamn thumbs,
Jerking our little ding-dongs.
jerking our gherkins. Jesus. Is this where you want to be when Jesus comes back? Is recording this stupid fucking podcast, Rob Dog?
Yes.
Okay. Me too.
Nowhere else I'd rather be.
But the thought of the rapture is completely terrifying because of the way it's portrayed in books, in fiction, non-fiction, fiction, whatever you want to call it.
Fiction.
The Christian people are just going to disappear. They're just going to vanish. Cars are going to be driving down the streets, and they're just going to disappear and wreck into shit.
Thanos.
Yeah.
Another Thanos
Speaking of Thanos,
meme there.
it was at the bus stop, and there were some other kids there. I always stay with my kids at the bus stop because people are fucking weird in this world, and I protect my family. And they were telling each other mama jokes, which
Okay.
I was listening out of the corner of my ear. I was laughing.
You heard some good ones?
I heard the one kid, he's like, and my kids were not partaking because I'm like, that stuff's mean, but I'm still listening. Then I heard this one little kid, he's like, your mom is so short, she irons her clothes underneath the door.
So stupid.
It is fucking stupid. But I was laughing so hard, dude.
I love that your mama jokes still haven't gone out of style.
Right. But then I think it was his older sister was like, and they were, I think they're brother and sister, and they were telling each other, which I
okay.
assume they have the same mom.
Just dogging on their mom.
And then the older sister's like, oh, yeah, well, your mom's so fat. Thanos had to snap twice to get rid of her. I was fucking losing it, dude.
How big you think Thanos' dick is?
I don't think he has one.
Dude, if he does, it's monstrous.
I don't think he has one.
He's just...
I think old man Captain America just took it.
He may have.
He said, that's my dick now. Took it. So there's a possibility of the rapture.
Yeah.
That's not on here. Pretty far-fetched.
Bring it on.
Yeah, I think the Muslim faith, maybe whoever comes back, I think God or Jesus.
Right.
And he just kicks it until his natural life is over, and then once his natural life is over, everything's fucking gone.
I think that'd be Muhammad you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Is that that's not Muslim?
Yeah, it's Muslim.
Muhammad. Okay. Yeah.
I don't think it's Jesus. That's Christianity right there, brother.
Jesus. It's their Jesus.
There you go.
Our Jesus is Santa Claus. Christians' Jesus is Jesus. Muhammad is the Islamic Jesus.
Yeah, the only reason I remember is because I remember there was that thing, I think it was in Texas, where a whole bunch of people, they were having that contest where people were like drawing what you thought Muhammad looked like, and then a bunch of Muslims shot it up.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Because they were disgracing Muhammad.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Fucking rednecks.
Save that for another fucking episode of the Brohio podcast.
Right. Sorry, how's the bummer?
Yeah. Then we have the food safety. One way disease could travel with ease is through food. Love me some goddamn banana splits, which people are eating more and more of every year. The CDC and prevention estimates that 48 million people get sick from foodborne illnesses each year. God damn. You ever had food poisoning before?
You know what? I think I had once.
It will fuck you up right now.
Yeah. And I fucking shit and puked everywhere.
Yeah. When Steven Soderbergh's 2011 film Contagion featured bat guano, why are people eating bat shit anyways? Well, we've got cheeseburgers, chicken wings, pizza, and bat shit. Go ahead, give me the bat shit.
We got an endless supply of bat shit.
I got my bat shit crazy girlfriend here with me. Might as well eat bat shit.
Close to home.
Beat her ass last night. Oh, man. One of the... in this documentary, it says one of the most accurate movies I've ever seen on infectious disease outbreaks of any type. Oh, Google's talking to the next door. It scared me.
I don't know. I was like, what the fuck was that? That was loud.
Walsh agrees that there's a danger, even if it's on the lower side. The risk comes from our deeply connected world. The fact that we have such a globally connected world is great in so many ways. But in some ways, it only makes us as strong as the weakest link in the chain. So,
oh, God.
The hot dogs they're making over in China, you're here at your 4th of July celebration, grilling some hot dogs, and you're like, freedom, sweet freedom.
I'm totally going to judge you off of this. What's your hot dog of choice?
Nathan's.
Okay, that's respectable.
Yeah, it is, dude. Fuck yeah, it is.
I'm a Ballpark Franks type of guy, but
you are. You must only have like $1.50 in your name.
Dude, I love them. I don't know what it is.
Get 6 packs for $1.50.
I love all the random animal meat.
Helps clean out my butthole.
Nathan's is good though.
I actually prefer to eat Toby Keith's dick.
Oh man!
Aside from a hot dog,
I bet that thing's so hairy.
That's the freedom dog right there.
The freedom dog. That thing's got the curliest mane in history.
Justice will be served and the battle will rage. His big dick is swinging and it's full of rage.
He's hung like a horse. I know he is.
Hung like a country boy, man. I'm a country boy.
That dick's been baling hay since the early 90s.
Should have been a cowboy. And I read this real quick on the internet, and they said we have like 3D printing right now.
Yeah.
And who's to say that we can't develop technology to the point that not only can we 3D print a broken part for our car, but we get to the point where we're 3D printing infectious diseases.
Somebody 3D print me a head gasket.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Just send it my way.
Yes.
P.O. Box.
P.O. Box, Vandalia, Ohio. P.O. Box 672.
For the love of fucking God, please.
45377. 2008 Nissan Frontier.
Before I kill myself.
Yeah. We could get to the point where our technology can 3D print infectious diseases. Where we can manufacture these things. It would be the fingers of the terrorists for their disposal. Al-Qaeda can take Haitian hog flu. They can print up 6 vials of it.
Sweet.
Manufacture it. Take it to Grand Central Station. Take it to the World Trade Center. Take it to the
Pentagon.
Take it to Chicago.
Oh, man.
All of Chicago. Deep dish pizza. Pfft, gone.
Flint, Michigan. Just take care of the rest of them.
Jesus, man. You're such a dickhead.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. They don't have internet in Flint, so I'm not worried about it.
It's Michigan.
Podcast. No.
And you got their mic stands having problems.
Yeah, it's floppy, dude. I need it. There's a little screw there I got to tighten.
That's all right. I don't judge you.
And I think that's so wicked that we could eventually get to the point where we could just manufacture this shit on the spot.
Right. Hey, yeah, it's really cool. We live in a fun time.
And there's the possibility of interplanetary contamination. I'm going to breeze through this one real quick.
Yeah, do it.
We are still perfecting the art of traveling to different places in space.
Right.
And the thing about interplanetary contamination is the possibility of, say, us sending Rob Dog to Mars. He's a hero. He goes to Mars. He walks on Mars. But he contracts something from Mars that we don't have in, modern day America.
Very true. I find Martians, that's my kink.
And he brings it back with him. And they say, "Oh, sweet fucking God, his toes have fallen off."
Oh, dude, that would suck.
And he has bionic green fluid coming out of his eyeballs. We have no fucking clue what this is.
Man.
And you're like, "I was just partying on Mars, dude. I was butt chugging a Zima on Mars. And next thing you know, my toes fell off, and I didn't want to say anything, you guys. I knew you wouldn't let me come back."
There's just the one time I had to wear sandals, and then it's just like, what the fuck's going on, Daffy Duck?
Socks and sandals for Rob Dog.
Oh, hell yeah.
Doesn't like being laid.
Thong sandals.
So interplanetary contamination. That is so fucking cool, dude.
I love it. That's awesome.
I want Buzz Aldrin to take a big stinky piss on me right now. Just a stinky old man Metamucil piss on me right now.
Metamucil.
Just his morning newspaper piss all over me.
Dude, I bet it smells so bad.
Smells like burnt coffee and
oatmeal. Ben Gay.
"I had some asparagus last night, so that one's extra stinky.
Oh, God.
You can chew that one up if you want. You fucking weirdo.
Piss smells like it came out of Satan's dick.
Why am I pissing on this kid?" I think we're nearing the next one. Overpopulation. And this is a really big deal to Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, tell this to China.
He warned that overpopulation is another possible bullet that could lead to the demise of Earth as we know it. As of April 2017, the planet's population is an estimated 7.5 billion. And the United Nations projects it will grow to 11.2 billion by the year 2100. Jesus Christ,
that's fucking
dude.
crazy. Even 7.5 billion is too. That's like 5 billion too many.
Yeah, we need Thanos to snap now. Even if I have to go, that's too many.
Maybe this Armageddon isn't a bad idea after all.
At a speech, and this is from a couple years ago.
I hope so. He's dead.
Yeah. Hawking said mankind's only hope is to colonize in other worlds. In the words of Stephen Hawking, Earth's only hope is to colonize other worlds. So he thinks we need to get other planets to colonize.
Just fucking move to the moon.
The moon seems habitable.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if there's any water.
Even though we've never fucking been there.
I think we found traces of life on Mars. Either small plant life or a small water.
I think we have.
Yeah. So that in itself would be, habitable. So Elon Musk, get on that.
I definitely want to go to Uranus. Or as my child told me, they make them call it in school, Uranus.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Because you got the kids like me in the back, like, I sure would hate to wreck into Uranus.
It was Uranus. That's what we used to have to call it. Uranus. Oh my fucking God. Come on.
I am convinced that humans need to leave Earth, he told the crowd at the festival. The Earth is becoming too small for us. Our physical resources are being drained at an alarming rate. When we have reached similar crisis in our history, there has usually been somewhere else to colonize. Columbus did it in 1419 too, when he discovered the New World. But now there is no New World, no utopia around the corner. That was actual clip.
It just makes the windows sound like crash.
Do-do-do. Yeah. Do-do. So that's what Stephen Hawking thinks, that overpopulation is going to get to the point where we have to start to colonize.
Well, and I don't necessarily think that's wrong. Not at all.
To colonize other parts of the world?
No. Overpopulation being an issue.
Now, this is not the last thing that could possibly fucking happen. Close to the last thing. But this is by far my most favorite thing.
Naturally.
This is why it's near the top of the list, Rob Dog.
Okay.
A long time ago,
mm-hmm.
Christopher Columbus came to America.
Yeah, 1942.
1942, the same year that Lincoln got assassinated. And he said, your president may have been assassinated, but I've come here to this new land.
Our savior.
He met the Native Americans and he said, let us Let us set up everything's fine.
Let's live harmoniously.
We'll take good care of you guys. We have tricks of the trade from the other side of the world.
Yeah.
You guys are Native Americans. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You bury corn with your fish with your corn. You don't know what you're doing. So the Indian said,
Ow.
Oh. Oh no, Bronco. Where one of my most favorite jokes I've ever told on the show, the bull come. Bull come. White man here. So the Native Americans are like, cool, bro, crash here, it's fine.
Yeah.
They proceeded to slaughter all the fucking Native Americans and killed all of them.
Yeah.
And every second of every day, we move closer to full disclosure of our lives having the possibility of extraterrestrial visitors from outside our world.
Please.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Even if it's the extinction of the human race, I'm willing to sacrifice every one of your lives.
Take it all. So I can hold an alien.
Yeah.
So I can hold a baby Yoda. Have you
Man, I was getting ready to say that too.
My wife's getting me a baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda?
All right, we had another intruder right there. But yeah, I'm very... Have you watched The Mandalorian?
I haven't yet, no.
Oh, man, it's good.
I need to watch it. I've only heard amazing things about it.
It's really good.
Yeah, and I'm not huge into Star Wars, but Baby Yoda had me sold.
No, you'll be into this.
Yeah.
It's totally...
They say it's the most Star Wars thing that they've released in forever.
See, I'm not a huge Star Wars geek, but it's
Right.
it's a cool series. It's cool.
That's good.
It's cool. You think about these aliens possibly infiltrating our humanity as we know it right now. They could strike from places we can't defend or go because obviously they're light years away.
They're way better than us.
They could start replacing us with doppelgangers.
Oh man,
they could start experimenting on us. They could. The other day, I was on a website looking for headphones, and I accidentally tapped an ad. And then when I went to the ad, there was a guy getting his dick sucked from the back.
What?
Yeah, I think that could have been an alien.
Like under his asshole?
He had the wiener. The wiener was pulled out the back, like it looked like a trombone with a man attached to it.
The fuck? Good for him.
Yeah.
My dick when it's hard won't bend that way. I've tried. I've tried to put it in my own butt and
whenever I get really lonely, sad, I flip myself pieces of cereal like that. I
just put it on the head of your dick and just pull it down?
No, with my butt.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I fart the pieces up in the air.
Gotcha.
I'm not flipping anything with my wiener, unfortunately. Now, how would we go about defending ourselves from for a full-scale alien invasion? Well, that's the thing. People say an alien race that would come to our Earth would be so technologically advanced that there's nothing that we could do about it. But wait just a second.
Okay, I'm waiting.
We're just as strange to them as they are to us.
Yeah, I guess
so. What if they come down here and old Rob Dog, he's got some fucking Haitian hog flu built up in the old pipes. He's got a nasty sneeze. He's about to dust one on him. And he puts some Haitian hog flu on an extraterrestrial. We've seen what it does to us.
Mm-hmm.
What's it going to do to them? Maybe they're like slugs, and you put salt on it, and it shrivels up, and it fucking dies. Maybe
could be.
They could have just glaring weaknesses that we know nothing about. What if you piss on them and they turn into cotton candy? Then
they just evaporate.
I play this game when I go to the bathroom. I pretend like my wiener is a proton pack, like a Ghostbuster.
Oh yeah.
And when I make bubbles in the toilet, there's a ghosts, and I try and kill the ghosts with my proton pack.
The only game I play is I try to bust the skid marks off the porcelain that my kids leave there.
Skid marks on the porch. Oh, okay.
Inside the bowl.
Okay, I was thinking like the tile. Like I got tile on porch.
No,
and I was
no.
Man, these kids are shitting on the floor. There's a bunch of fucking assholes.
No, I'm sitting there. I'm like, let's see if I can generate enough force with my piss.
Did I send you that snap this week of the toilet at my work? How
Yes.
the top of it was completely pristine,
Yes.
and the bottom of it looked like a Dexter fucking murder scene.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
It's like someone flipped upside down and shit in the toilet from the bottom going up. How scientifically, how is that even fucking possible, dude?
It was probably Ricky.
It probably was not Ricky
That probably
because
wasn't.
I said earlier in the episode that Democrats don't poop.
That's true. Look at you, consistency.
Yeah, you already know.
That's what you signed up for this podcast for.
Exactly.
You guys are listening for the consistency.
Yes, consistency. Consistent pile of shit.
Consistency, exactly.
There's also the possibility of us creating a super soldier. Because we do make technological leaps and bounds.
Yes, we do.
We have some pretty killer stuff that we don't know about.
We're pretty smart.
There's the possibility that we have a super soldier. I think you see this Boston robotics company, these things that they are able to make the robots they have right now, like the
Oh, man. Yeah. Elon Musk's terrified of it.
I don't know what alien is going to be able to fuck with that bull that they've made. That thing's just going to straight run through shit.
Yeah.
Fuck stuff.
Nah, I don't want anything to do with that.
My mom texts me back.
Oh, did she finally?
At the top.
Okay, it went dark.
Oh, sorry. I text my mom and I said, I want your shit. And she texted me back and said, you want my shit?
She's like, yeah, your poop.
Oh, I was a your poop, Mom.
You want my shit?
Oh, she's gonna fucking hate me.
She's a
so much.
saint.
She's a beautiful soul.
Yeah, she is.
She was at the store today and she called me and she said, I think I'm gonna get a new washing machine. I'm like, oh, okay, Mom. She's like, I got one here on sale for like $200. But then they got a deal here. I can get a new refrigerator, stove, oven, washing machine, dishwasher, dryer, oven, over the range, under the range, air fryer. I'm like, how do you go from just like, I might need a new dishwasher
to every appliance in your entire house?
I think I'm going to redo the fucking house right now.
Right.
I said, well, and they've got new nice stuff already, I think. And I'm like, get some new stuff, send that shit this way.
Right, yeah.
We've got potatoes growing off the side of my refrigerator. This house is built in the 60s and the refrigerator came with it, and I got no shame. I've got one of the old school refrigerators where it's like the freezer's on the top and the refrigerator's on the bottom, and they both swing open the same side. Oh, yeah. Struggle is real here, buddy.
You got to use ice trays because you don't have an ice maker.
Yeah, exactly. We never have ice.
There you go.
Like, you got any ice for this Kool-Aid? I'm like, motherfucker, you got Kool-Aid. What do you need ice for?
I made that shit with cold water.
Cold tap water.
Exactly.
Well, as bad as I want the alien thing to be,
Man, I would love it.
And there's also, we could just fight the motherfuckers.
Sure.
And there's also the possibility that maybe they are looking for a peace treaty of some type.
Maybe.
We could just join them. Join forces.
I mean, yeah, I'd like to think they are a lot more technologically advanced than we are, but we could probably beat them in a fist fight.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we got Kimbo Slice. We could bring him back.
He's dead.
No, we could bring him back.
Oh, okay.
That beard never dies, my friend.
We still got Mike Tyson.
He does, and he can still fight. I've seen him move.
We got Deontay Wilder still.
Yes.
That's a bad motherfucker.
He's the boxer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dude
that's a fucking mutant.
He just won
Yes.
this weekend.
He's a mutant.
Ugh.
Yes.
He's a freak of nature.
So let's get to the last one here, and the scariest by far.
Can you just imagine Brock Lesnar F5 and some aliens?
Yeah, as long as there's money involved, he would do it.
He just did at SummerSlam. Wait, not SummerSlam, but Survivor Series.
Yeah, he did a...
You finally got it, thank you. That was a Rey Mysterio joke there.
Imagine him F5ing. My mom's calling me.
We gotta answer it.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Do you want my poop?
Do what?
Huh?
What did you say?
I said you want my poop. That's what poop is.
You're married.
Huh?
What are you talking about, Mom?
Sent me a text that said, I want your poop.
What
Poop.
what the fuck would I want your poop for?
I don't know, that's what I said.
That's nasty, Mom.
Yep. That's why I asked you if you wanted my shit.
The joke. So, all jokes aside, you got some for me or not?
No, I flushed the last time I pooped.
Thank goodness. No, it was a social experiment for the podcast. You did well. So you're gonna be famous after this. So
She's at loss for words.
I'm only gonna let you gather some more poop. I gotta finish making the podcast.
You're not right.
I love you.
Love you,
Bye.
bye.
She had no idea what she was getting into.
She said, "You want my poop?"
Oh, she's so sweet. Whew, man.
Mrs. Alexander. Jesus Christ.
Oh, God, that was so good.
Glad we got that.
If you're listening this far into the episode, whenever we post a picture of this episode, or once we post that the episode's live, I want you to comment on there and say, I want your poop.
Yeah, just say, "I want your poop." Let everyone know that this is the end.
That's all you got. That's all you need to do.
All right, so the scariest part of our story, artificial intelligence.
Whew.
Currently, we are encouraging computers to design themselves. This is the most rational explanation when it comes to talking about the end of world scenarios.
Excuse me.
We already have robots doing our jobs.
Man.
I, for one, I am gainfully employed fixing robots that have taken jobs away from people.
There you go.
And I
Circle of life.
feel like I got ahead of the curve here.
Yeah, exactly.
If you can fix the robots when they go in their periods, someone's always going to have to do that. But eventually they're going to have people, they're going to have self-repairing robots. They're going to have people they're going to have robots that can fix the fucking robots,
Yeah.
and they're not going to be people to fix the robots anymore. Eventually we're going to get to the point where no one has jobs. Because this artificial intelligence and the robots are going to be able to think for themselves. They're going to be able to build themselves. They're going to be self-aware. There's going to be such a strange dynamic to all this.
And most important, employers aren't going to have to fucking pay the robots.
Yeah, exactly. But then if I can order a cheeseburger at McDonald's and no one's there to take the order, I'm not going to have any money to buy the cheeseburger if a robot took my fucking job.
True.
According to the International Federation of Robotics, the number of robots working in factories worldwide has increased 225,000, has increased in only 1 year. Their prognosis is that this number will drastically increase in the following years and will take over other sectors aside from manufacturing. That will definitely starve us out.
Yeah, I mean, they're
on both ends.
They're already working on self-driving trucks, like for semi-trucks, and that is, anybody that's
it's a heartbeat of America.
Yeah,
man.
that's in North America. That's a huge like asset to our country's economy.
Yes. Some researchers indicate that very soon robots will be able to transfer and upload their digital minds. This means that when a particular thing cannot be done by one robot, the mind can be transferred to another one, which is an advantage people will probably never have. Even though this can be extremely beneficial in terms of solving the current unsolvable problems, having transferable minds and an artificial intelligence will lead to our end. Humans get tired, restless, and bored. We often get mood shifts and shifts in clarity and can be easily swayed. Robots are created in terms of set operating systems, and unless they are programmed to be different, they will never have psychological predispositions that will slow them down. Additionally, robots have the advantage of not sensing any pain as well.
Beat the fuck out of them.
You can kick them right in their fucking robot nuts, and then nothing will happen. Kick them right in their hard drive. AI bringing on the end times has scared people like Elon Musk, who in 2014 called it the biggest existential threat facing humanity. More recently, Musk has said that as AI gets probably much smarter than humans, the relative intelligence ratio is probably similar to that a person and a cat, maybe bigger. Jesus Christ. One AI turns evil. That's the thing. Once these things become self-aware, once these AI and robots become self-aware, once it takes one rogue one.
Yeah. And it may, that rogue one may see all the flaws in humanity, causing an uprise, and then we're fucked.
And I was reading one theory that we have all these we're currently working on like these neurocomputers or these nanocomputers, nanotechnology, and they can essentially create computers out of the smallest atoms. And IBM did something recently where they wrote the name IBM with just the smallest microscopic atoms. So eventually we're going to get to the point where this nanotechnology, we can send it into veins and into people's bodies. We can repair things inside the body and cure cancer with all these tiny, tiny computers that we can put inside of anything. They're made out of the most microscopic atoms that we know of. But there's also the thought that these nanotechnologies can self-replicate like fucking rats. They just fucking make more. Okay, these computers can just keep on. One computer can make another computer and make another computer and make another, and they keep on turning atoms into these nano computers. Okay, and eventually they've mass produced. They're so quickly turning over that we're getting just gray sludge to the point where the entire world is overtaken by these nanotechnologies, that we're just overtaken by this gray sludge of these little tiny computers that keep on, I guess, self-replicating. And I'm trying to wrap my fucking brain around this, dude.
That's insane.
And I'm in the Chick-fil-A fucking drive-thru, and I'm trying to wrap my brain around this. And then this fucking kid at the drive-thru has the audacity to say, "My pleasure." And I say, "My pleasure? Do you know what the fuck I'm going through right now, pal? Do you know what I'm dealing with inside my head? We got nanorobots self-replicating. We got gray sludge. It's gonna be coming out of nowhere. It's gonna..." And he says, "I don't fucking care about your problems." And I said, "That, you know what? That's why I'm taking my business to Popeyes."
Well, I mean, we talked about it not too long ago. I don't remember.
Suck dick and get a chicken sandwich.
And then get in a fight. We talked about it not too long ago about the one incident where the two communicating pieces of AI developed their own language between the two, and those fuckers had to be old yellered out in the backyard. Yeah. Like, nope, none of that shit.
Never talk about this again.
Just think of that. The fact that these things are just created. I mean, I don't know if it wasn't the day before that they were created, but still, in scope of technology, this is now, and they're already able to essentially, they have the potential to communicate with each other in a language that we didn't teach them.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's all about them becoming self-aware. Really,
it's insane. It's crazy.
Yeah, once they can think for themselves and do their own thing and say, "Hey, what exactly, why are we letting them do this to us? Why are we letting them turn us off and turn us back on? Why are we letting them strictly use us for work? Right. Why can't we experience the human element of joy?" And the robots are just like...
And they may just as well figure out how we turn them off and decide to change themselves so we can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I don't like it.
I'm gonna fucking kill
myself. I don't like it at
all. Surveyed scientists estimate on average that there is a 50% chance of AI being able to perform most tasks as well as or better than humans by 2050, with at least 5% chance of surpassing human intelligence a couple years after that.
Like to see a robot jerk myself off better than me. Prove me wrong. I dare you.
Say I won't. Goddamn robots. Man, dude, it's crazy to think about. And there's a lot of different end-of-world scenarios that we didn't talk about. What if this is a simulation?
Yeah. Once again, Elon Musk believes that.
And someone just pulls the cord, reboots the software.
We're just like someone's episode or someone's game of Sims.
I don't even know. I need way more drugs. I don't do drugs, and I need way more drugs to understand all of this.
It's kind of cool to think about.
I definitely don't think it's a simulation.
No, it can be. I mean, why would someone want to simulate my shitty life?
Well, maybe you are like a...
It's like my life is on like veteran mode.
No.
Like no handouts. There's no mother load cheat for me.
You're someone that doesn't... You're someone that doesn't pay for the downloadable content. Like you just get like this character with nothing.
I'm like, if you play any RPG game, I'm like the beginning of the character with no, everything's level 1.
For $10.99, you can start as Banker Jeff. For $4.99, you can start as Darnell, the firefighter. And for free, you can start as Rob, the podcaster.
I shovel the elephant shit at the circus.
Right. And if you let us have access to all of your contacts, you can start as Delicious Nickalicious. He's a fat fucking slob that shits on himself. And he occasionally fights animals.
If this was a simulation, I'd want my fucking money back.
Exactly. Jesus, man.
Whoever has the unfortunate circumstance of having me as their player.
Some radical scientist shows up to the simulation and just says, I think I'm going to make their president Donald Trump today. Guys.
Exactly.
Guess what I'm going to do? Let's really fuck it up real good. Let's really cram a turd in there.
Let's throw a wrench in that gear.
Oh, man. It's so much fun.
Being a human's great, though. I hope we don't go extinct.
I do.
I mean, in my lifetime.
I hope we're weeks away from extinction.
Yeah.
Now I am going to... Let's touch on these Patreons from last week real quick.
Oh, I'll touch all over them.
I do have the episode saved.
Okay.
So... Why don't we just upload it midweek this week?
Okay, that works.
We'll save all
these.
We'll
re-upload it.
The Lost Scrolls. Project Monarch.
Yeah.
The Lost Scrolls.
It was a fun episode, so yeah, let's put it back up.
Sure. Thank you guys for joining us for the end. I'm sorry if you really thought it was the end. It's not the end.
Turned out to be a shit show.
It did turn out. I think we talked about a lot of cool stuff.
We really did.
I think it was a really fun episode. Anytime we get to just bounce these off each other for a couple hours, I love it.
Don't trust supervolcanoes or AI. Always trust aliens.
What if we drop all of the robots into the volcanoes?
Man.
Win-win.
They could soak up all the lava.
I don't think that's how
I don't think that's how it works either. We'd have metallic lava coming out. That'd be even worse. That's so scary.
It burns my skin, goddammit.
It turns me into a T-800.
The true MVP of this episode is my mother, though.
She is.
Let's just say that
bless
right
her.
now. I can't wait to...
May Bill Wilkins bless her soul.
May Bill Wilkins. Could you imagine growing up with me as your child?
Poor lady.
The fucking disappointment and shame. Well, I've told the story on here before about the time they went on vacation and I bought a dirty magazine and I had the little tube of lube that came with the magazine.
Oh yeah, nice.
And she came up in my room, and this is right, I was getting ready to move out. And she said, I'm so proud of you and everything you've done, and I'm happy you're happy, but I'm sad you're leaving. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm just waking up. It's Sunday morning.
Right.
I got this bottle of lube right next to my head. And she says,
I love this story so much.
I love you. I love that you're my son. What is this? She picks it up. And I said, it's for oil in my guitar strings.
Dude, that's some really good off the cuff thinking.
I said, it's for oil in my guitar strings, Mom. And she's like, stops and waits, and she says, oil in your guitar strings.
You need to get more because you're running awful low.
I said, Mom, it's for jerking off. It's for jerking off my dick, Mom. Set up in this attic and I beat the shit out of my dick.
I'm so disappointed in you.
She dropped it like it was on fire, dude. She dropped it so hard it squirted what little remnants was left all over the bed.
Like you were just coming on it.
And then she just sat there and stared at me. And I remember before she left, she said, "Do you want me to take this bag of Doritos down with me?" No, Mommy, eat those when I'm done jerking off. Not before or after.
I work up an appetite after I'm done.
I really get the oil in those guitar strings and I get some fucking Doritos.
That's so good. God, I love that story. She's a saint.
She's wild.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to the end, guys.
Thank you guys very much. We hope you enjoyed the episode. If so, thanks.
I want your poop.
Yeah, I want your poop. Thank you. Love you.